let's run some quick shifts real quick. What's up? What's up? It is your main man, Booster Rails, man, and we are out here today. It's a beautiful 73, 74 degrees in eastern North Carolina today, man. So I had some errands I had to run earlier today. I think it's probably about 2 o'clock now, 3 o'clock now. So let me see what time it is. 3 o'clock. I had some errands to run earlier. I wanted to get out earlier, but we're going to get out now. So 750 tucked away. She's over there on the battery tender. One of these bugs, man. Good grief. Dang. Anyway, when it get warm out here, bugs like to try to come back out. So we're going to go for a ride today, man. We're going to talk about some, slow speed stuff, while we out doing it. And, just, upshifting, downshifting, quick shifting, rev match, and all that. But let's get this bike started first. Got us a little over half a tank. Bike still sounding good, running strong. Yeah, and I've been having a lot of people ask me about the mirrors. They're like, hey man, what kind of mirrors you got on there? Those are actually the stock mirrors that come on the Gen 3 Booster. So I'm pretty sure there may be a way to convert them for the Gen 2. I haven't seen anybody do it yet. So if you've done it, let me know. But yeah, so those are stock mirrors, like a little teardrop thing going on. It was another thing that I liked about them, that I didn't like the mirrors on the Gen 2. They just, won't nothing going on with them that I really like. So, yeah, so got my new phone case. I told y'all I went and got the iPhone 17, so that's the 17 right there. Got my new quad lock case, came in the mail yesterday, so salute the quad lock for getting me that case pretty quick. So we're gonna get a ride in today, y'all. It's a beautiful day to do it. Yeah, sound good. We're going out here to the left. And we're gonna see, can we get a little, it's supposed to rain a little later too. So we can get us some riding in before. And I don't know if y'all follow me also on like my other social medias, but I do a lot of riding educational videos for people, what I'm saying, to especially new riders mainly, to get them some education about riding, to help them out along the way. Even though I always recommend taking that safety course, what I'm saying. But one thing I want to show you quick, new riders, I'm sure experienced riders know, but understand you don't always have to be on the gas. Dang it, a car coming up behind me. Man, I'm gonna show y'all in a little bit. But I want to let you know that if you're on level ground, depending on your bike, most bikes you can take off without even having no gas. So don't get confused like, oh, am I giving it too much gas? Just understand that friction zone and how to manipulate that friction zone. Yeah, that learning that friction zone and where it is on your bike, it opens up the doors to so many other things, especially when it comes to slow speed maneuvers, because when you can manipulate that friction zone and that rear brake and that throttle, man, you can you do just about anything on the bike. It's, like I said, especially them slow speed maneuvers, U-turns, figure eights, and all that stuff. Well, it's a nice day out today, y'all. Like I said, 73. don't know if I had time before this light, or is it gonna turn? So with the friction zone, right? Look, I could just roll up, intentionally go, no hand on the throttle, just in my friction zone, and I'm rolling. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a hard time taking off and you're on flat ground, just try to learn, go in the parking lot and learn that friction zone. Learn where it is, learn how to stay in it. Yeah, learn how to stay in that friction zone. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to manipulate it, man. We're gonna see if we can go to this parking lot at the community college where they do the actual motorcycle safety course here, because that's a good place to go at to be able to do stuff like that. And if you notice I'm going around these curves, look how I pick my lines. Outside, I'll go to the inside, and then I'll let the curve bring me, you know, right back out to whatever ride position. If I'm in the right side of the lane or the left side of the lane, depending on cars coming and stuff like that, but never directly in the middle lane, because there's a crown on the road. If you see me in that middle part, I'm crossing that middle part. But I'm never just riding in that middle. And you see how it's dark there? That's where all the cars that are leaking oil, drop their oil and all that stuff. So stay away from that. Pick either the right side or the left side. Yep, see how I just dipped across? I'm not gonna sit there and ride right in the middle. Right side or the left side. And then, you know, I did a video the other day too, y'all. Like I said, this is gonna be random tips in no particular order, where I'm talking about how to get your bike to lane correctly using counter steering, right? And my motto is push right, lane right, go right. Push left, lane left, go left. I think somebody had a mistake and they was like, so are you saying if I push left, I'll go right? No, don't push your left handlebar expecting to go right, because if you push your left handlebar, you're gonna go left. You're gonna, and it literally takes a minimal amount of pressure to make that bike lean one way or the other. Minimum amount of pressure, and counter steering comes into play whenever you get over like 15 miles an hour, 10-15 miles an hour. But if you're just doing like 5 miles an hour in the parking lot, you're not into counter steering. So watch, I'm gonna push the right handlebar and the bike is gonna lean. I'm pushing it forward. See it? And the bike leans. I'm pushing it forward. And the bike leans to the right. It's that simple. And a lot of people do it without even knowing it, but you should do it intentionally, knowing what you're doing. Everything on the bike should be intentional. And going around this curve, I'm gonna push this handlebar, the left handlebar forward. You see that front dip like that? Look, pushing it forward. Just pushing it forward, and the bike leans. Push that left handlebar, and the bike leans left. Push it left, it leans left. Just that simple. Push it right, it leans right. So that's what I was saying. Push right, lean right, go right. Push left, lean left, go left. And we're about up here to the school. And if they don't have a safety class going on, we'll go in that parking lot. And right there, what I'm doing is rev matching on the downshift. Now, my bike does have an auto blipper, which means that I can downshift without using the clutch. But sometimes I like to, rev match and downshift myself because I like the way it sounds. Yeah, kids out there at the playground waving. Yeah, so we're gonna turn it. Let me see. They over there. Somebody's over there. Let me see. Oh, no, yeah. So they doing the class, y'all. Yeah. So let's see if we can go check out the class. How about that, y'all? Let's see if we can go check out the class and watch them a little bit. I know last time I came over here, they weren't too friendly or welcoming. It's probably not. It depends on the same person or not. But yeah, guys, we're gonna check them out for a little bit. Yeah, guys, they're in the class. Got what, 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Like they're on the training bikes that they have in the class. So they're doing the stop, like they're doing the stop. Yeah, doing the stop maneuvers. I think that's a lady rider up there. Feet up, head up, eyes up. After hit the cones, hit the brakes. They're working on emergency stopping, y'all. Working on emergency stopping. That's pretty cool, actually. And I thought about getting into that, y'all. Some people suggested to get into the training. I might look into it, maybe next year or something like that. Yeah. That's pretty cool to see them, guys. So I'm gonna sit here and watch them a little bit, guys, and then I'll be right back. All right, y'all. We are about to leave. They over there. I don't know if they packing up for the day or whatnot, but we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We're not gonna disturb them anymore. Yeah, because I know probably, somebody watching probably could make you nervous, so I only stayed out there for a couple minutes. Yeah. So we're gonna go right. Yeah, so it was pretty cool to watch them for a little bit out there, but like I said, I don't want to make them nervous. And guys, no feet down. No feet down. I like doing slow speed stuff, man. It just keeps you on your P's and Q's. In my opinion, it makes you a much better rider because anybody can twist the throttle in a straight line and go fast. The bike does all the work. All you gotta do is stay on it. You know what I'm saying? It makes you a better rider when you can control the bike and you're responsible for its balance, and that's at those slower speeds. But yeah, like I said, it's just we just talking random stuff, and it was pretty cool to see, while I was kind of talking about the stuff, to see them actually doing a safety course out there. So can we catch this light or nah? I say yeah. Always scanning everywhere on the intersection, making sure there ain't nobody inching out or trying to, jump in your lane. People are always in a rush. I slow down just a little bit coming up on the intersection, and I cover my front brake just in case. Like, you see that front wheel rolling? I'm watching him to make sure that he don't jump out. Police sitting in the cut back there. I see you, buddy. I seen them back there. Old Harley Davidson over there. We getting that touring bike next year, y'all. I promise you that. Cause we going from Carolina to California and everywhere in between. And we're gonna make this right here. Make this right. And guys, look, it's okay to go slow when you're making turns. You don't have to, knee drag, a turn. Do what makes you feel comfortable. Like, I'll slow down all the way down if I need to. And I'm steady on the throttle. I'm not chopping the throttle one way or another when this bike is leaning over, because that's how you upset that suspension, and you can have some problems when you let off the throttle real hard. That front goes down, and the back end gets a little lighter. Like, my bike has been tuned though. The ECU has been flashed and tuned, so it's a lot smoother on the decel and the acceleration, so it doesn't lurch forward. Like, now the 750, I got to get that one tuned, because when you let off the throttle on that, it really lurches forward. Ride this outside curve, because I'm not going too fast. Uh-oh, we got some bikers. Yes, sir. Yeah, so I was on the outside because I wasn't going too fast to where I needed to tighten up and get on the inside, and I was comfortable with that. Now let's talk about me downshifting. Watch this. Holding the throttle, kick down the gear. That's my auto blipper. Don't have to use the clutch to downshift, but I like to, because I like this sound. Yeah, I like that sound. You can make it, you can make it sound good. So we're gonna go to the left up here. All right, look, no feet on the ground, y'all. Just slow speed maneuver. But like, I'm gonna show you something. Like, now I'm leaning the bike. I'm not pushing it, right? I'm just leaning my hip. I'm rocking my hips essentially to make the bike go back and forth, and kind of pushing down on the foot peg on each side. But when I was talking earlier about intentionally pushing the handlebar to the right or left and leaning, is what I'm gonna do. I'm on the outside. I'm gonna push right, lean right, and go right. I got a little bit of pressure pushing the right handlebar. Just a little bit of pressure. It don't take much. And matter of fact, I'm gonna show you, because I'm about to set the cruise real quick and just show you. Like, look, just that little bit, that little nudge, that little push forward. You see that? Let me get off the center. Just that little push to the left. That little push like that is all you don't need much at all. So start off with as minimal pressure as possible. Just a little push. You push it, she gonna go that way. Because what it does is, when you push that way, it lays that tire on the contact patch. And that's why it goes that way. Counter steering. And once you get even, once you practice more at it and you get better at it, you do it lean, and you can do it, and you can drop that elbow. You know what I mean? Like, when if you really get it, you lean to that inside that turn, and you put that elbow, like, man, you can really advance your riding. But you start little bit by little bit. Just like I said, just, instead of just using your shoulders to lean back and forth, just push forward on the handlebar on each side. Just do it, practice doing it. And, you don't have to practice out here like I am, but get in a parking lot, or I say a side road, where you can do at least 15, 20 miles an hour. And just push those handlebars forward a little bit on each side, one at a time, and see the reaction. Quick shifter. So when I'm coming through the curves, I'm gonna go start on this outside. I'm gonna push the left handlebar, so the bike will start leaning left, and it goes right on the round. I don't even have to lean because I'm not going that fast to need a lean. You know what I'm saying? We're going downshift 1, downshift 2, just to make sure we come in and I'm pushing. Look at my hand. And the bike leans, and I bring it back. I always like to be in a higher RPM going around curves. I don't like to be all the way down there or too high. Just push. Look, I'm just pushing it. And the bike leans. It doesn't take much pressure at all, so don't get out here and be like, wham, or you're going down. Just a little bit, a little push. You see? Just a little bit. And the bike wants to lean that way. So don't overthink it. Just get on that side road where you can do, 20, 25 miles an hour. And just lightly push those bars and show what to do. So let's run some quick shifts real quick. Light push. It's a tighter curve, so I'm gonna go down one gear and push. I'm pushing on the right. Then I'm gonna push on the left to go around this one. You can see my hand, I'm just pushing it, and the bike is leaning right over. But it's all about practice before you can get up to speeds and really start doing it, faster. So just start practicing at slower speeds. Shift before I go into turn. Then I'm pushing. And I'm not going to shift up because we got another curve. I'd rather be around that 4,500 RPMs coming around. It's not too much. I feel safe. I can see my exit now, and I'm out of here. And break it down. Downshift the gear. Brake. Downshift. Push to the left side. Slow down. We got a sharper curve coming up. Push to the left. Solid throttle throughout the curve. I don't chop. Slow down. We got 2. I'm gonna give a stable throttle through here. Then I'm gonna slow down a little bit more on this one. Steady throttle. All the way through. Up again. Steady throttle. I'm pushing. I'm on the inside line. Steady throttle. I'm good with this curve too. Push. So that's how I take my lines when I'm riding, y'all. Just that simple. But you have to start practicing slow. That's the key. Start slow. You don't have to try to jump out here and ride out of your skill level. This is my road right here, so we're gonna shoot right through here. I know this curve we'll push through. Steady throttle. And we out of it. I'll see you. You ain't looking at me though, but I'll see you. Downshift. Just like that. Just a quick run, y'all. Just a quick run. I know a lot of people, ask me, basically, how I pick my lines, how I'm throttling, going in and out of curves. So I just felt like I would take y'all on sort of a little educational ride, you know what I mean? And show you like a small portion of, I got a lot of bugs on my helmet, a small portion of, some things that you can look forward to doing, but everything has to start slow. Everything, okay? Everything has to start slow. You don't get out there and think that you can, hop on your bike and just, I'm just going to get out here and rip it because he was doing. No, start slow. Your little neighborhood areas. Start being able to, like I said, start with the slow maneuvers first. Your figure eights, your U-turns, know your emergency, how to do your emergency braking, all that type of stuff before you get out here and try to ride. And once you do get out, start in your neighborhood. You know what I mean? Feeling comfortable, especially if you have curves in your subdivision. Start feeling how the bike lanes and what it takes for you to lane the bike. How you pushing the handlebars each side, what it do. And because at the end of the day, you're just trying to become one with the bike. That's all you're trying to do. The bike is going to do the heavy lifting, y'all. Really. So I appreciate y'all for coming out riding with me today. Hey, I'm about to go in here, get some more videos done for social media. So check me out on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok as well. Same name, Booster Rails. And I will see y'all next time. Until then, keep the rubber side down, shiny side up. Peace.